And we are happy to welcome back Dan Buettner today because he's our favorite happiness guru. You might remember his last visit when he told us about the 4 happiest places on earth. This morning he's back with more from his new book, Thrive, advice on how we can be happier in the 5 key areas of our lives. And Dan, you got a fun job.
Yeah, I get to travel around the world for National Geographic on a quest for happiness and bring back the secrets.
Not bad. And your bottom line is that happiness is something within all of our control.
Yeah, well, yes, about 55% of how happy we are is up to us. But I think the idea to actually getting is setting up your life for the long term, not short-term motivational speeches or pop psychology.
So let's go through these 5 key areas where you can increase your happiness, starting with the workplace.
Yes. Well, it turns out that the biggest determinant of whether or not you're happy at work is not how much money you make or your boss, it's if you have a best friend at work. So it's really important to cultivate good relationships at work. And also, the thing we dependably hate as Americans on a day-to-day basis is commuting. So the idea is you either want to live close to your work or get a job where you can move your work close to your home.
And the lesson carries over into the rest of our lives. And this is a new figure to me. You say the happiest people socialize at least 7 hours a day?
7 hours a day. And every new friend you add to your social network who is happy boosts your own happiness by about 10%. And the idea here is friends tend to be long-term adventures, so it stacks the deck in your favor. And I don't like to get too much into relationship advice, but a study that followed 60,000 women in Germany for decades found that women who marry men who are family-oriented, as opposed to those who want to become a millionaire, actually end up happier.
So the oldest lessons always turn out to be
what your mama told you.
Put family over work. And the next one, of course, is we all know deep in our hearts that money cannot buy you happiness, especially after a certain point. But your recommendation is actually more specific than that. It's on what to do with your money.
Yes. So financial security actually has 3 times greater impact on your happiness than consumption alone. So paying down your mortgage, funding your IRA, putting some money away for
peace of mind.
Peace of mind. That'll last a long time. Same thing, and this is some advice for the holiday buying season coming up. You want to buy your friends experiences, a cooking class, or buy your family a vacation, because the newness from a new thing wears off in about 9 to 14 months, whereas a good memory will gain luster over time.
So memory's far more important.
Far more important. A bigger happiness returns.
And you also say that one of the most important keys to happiness is where you live.
Yes, yes. It's the biggest variable in the happiness equation. And you want to look for a neighborhood that has sidewalks, because you want, to your point, 7 hours of socializing a day, you want to be in a place where the social option is the easy option. So that's really important in the big picture.
And finally, you look at what you can do within the home.
Yes.
To boost happiness.
Yeah, again, Thrive is about setting up your life for the long run. Buying or adopting a dog, long-term. Dogs create an environment of calmness. Just petting a dog, your cortisol
I don't know, I'm laughing about that right now because we're still trying to house train Daisy, and we're picking it up every single day.
Wait for about 10 years. He'll be the most loved member of your family.
Yeah. And you also say create a pride shrine?
Yeah, I actually developed this with a psychologist named Ed Diener. And the idea behind Thrive is you not only want to remember your happiness, you want to experience it from day to day. So taking an area in your house where it gets the most traffic and putting up pictures that remind you of happiness. This happens to be mine, but yes, there's pictures of my kids, report cards. I was proud of this article. I got invited by the Prince of England to come to dinner once. So every time I walk by that, it's just this little surge of joy.
Oh, very cool. Dan Buettner, thanks very much. The book is called Thrive.